is meaningless. What does man gain from all his labor at which he toils under the sun? Generations come and generations go, but the earth remains forever. The sun rises and the sun sets and hurries back to where it rises from. The wind blows to the south and turns to the north. Round and round and round it blows ever, remaining on its course. All streams flow into the sea, yet the sea is never full. To the place the streams come from, there they return again. Oh, all things are wearisome, more than one can say. The eye never has enough of seeing, nor the ear its fill of hearing. What has been will be again, and what has been done will be done again. The words of the teacher, Son of David, King in Jerusalem. Be warned, my sons and daughters, of anything in addition to this. I, the teacher, was king over Israel in Jerusalem. I devoted myself to study and to explore by wisdom all that is done under the sun. I thought to myself, look, I have grown and increased in knowledge more than anyone who has ruled over Jerusalem. I have experienced much wisdom and knowledge, but I learned that too is a chasing after the wind, for with much wisdom comes much sorrow. The more knowledge, the more grief. I thought in my heart, come now, I will test you with pleasure to find out what is good. I refused my heart, nothing my eyes desired. Laughter, I said, is foolish. And what does pleasure accomplish? I tried sharing myself with wine and embracing folly, my mind still guiding me with wisdom. I undertook great projects. I built houses for myself and planted vineyards, yet when I surveyed all the works that I had done and what I had told to achieve, everything was meaningless and chasing after the wind. Nothing was gained under the sun. So I hated life. Because the work that is done under the sun was grievous to me. A man can do nothing better than to eat and drink and find satisfaction in his work. This too, I see, is from the hand of God. For without him, who can eat and drink and find enjoyment? Indeed, there is a time for everything and a season for every activity under heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to love and a time to hate. A time to embrace and a time to refrain. A time to be silent and a time to speak. A time for war and a time for peace. A time for war and a time for peace. Meaningless. Meaningless. Everything is meaningless. Two are better than one, for they have a good return for their work. If one falls, his friend can help him up. But pity the man who falls and has no one to help him up. I also thought in my heart, as for men, God tests them so that they may see that they are like the animals. Man's fate is like that of the animals. The same fate awaits them both. As one dies, so dies the other. All have the same breath. Man has no advantage over the animals. A man who loves money never has money enough. And whoever loves wealth is never satisfied with his income. Naked a man comes from his mother's womb, and as he comes, so he departs. He takes nothing from his labor that he can carry in his hand. All of it is meaningless, chasing after the wind. I hated all the things I had toiled for under the sun, because I must leave them to the one who comes after me. And who knows whether he will be a wise man or a fool. Yet you'll have control over all the work into which I have poured my effort and skill under the sun. This too is meaningless. For a man may do his work with wisdom, skill, and knowledge, And then he must leave all he owns to someone who was not worth for it. Oh, this is a great misfortune. Wisdom, like an inheritance, is a good thing and benefits those who see the sun. It preserves the lives of those who possess it. Wisdom brightens a man's face and changes its hard appearance. Oh, cast your bread upon the waters, for after many days you will find it. Remember your Creator and the days of your youth, before the days of trouble come and the years approach when you say, I find no pleasure in them. Before the sun and the light and the moon and the stars grow dark and the clouds return after the rain, when men are afraid of heights and of dangers in the street. When the almond tree blossoms and the grasshopper drags himself along and desire is no longer stirred. All has been said and all has been read. Now here is the conclusion of the matter. Fear God and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. For God will bring every hidden thing into judgment, including every hidden deed, whether it be good or evil. The words of the teacher, son of David, king in Jerusalem, be warned, my sons and daughters, of anything in addition